Good morning to all. I am Geeta, Assistant Professor from ECE Department, Rogini College of Engineering and Technology. I am going to handle the subject on Communication Engineering. Now I am going to discuss about the topic on pulse code modulation. இப்போ யாஷினி மாமா போகிறாங்கல்ல, அப்போ அவங்களுக்கும் ஒன்று தானே கொடுக்கணும். யாஷினி மாமா அட்மிஷன் போகிறாங்கல்ல, அவங்களுக்கும் ஒரு சப்ஜெக்ட் தானே வரும். அப்போ இன்னொரு பேப்பர் அவருக்கு போகும், அந்த ரெண்டில் ஒன்று அவருக்கு போகும். So on completion of pulse code modulation, the students will be able to define pulse code modulation. What are the basic elements of pulse code modulation? So pulse code modulation and the demodulation. The pulse code modulation is a method that is used to convert the analog signal to the digital signal so that it is modified analog signal can be transmitted through the digital communication network. So the PCM is in binary form, so there will be only two possible stages, high and low, that is 0 and 1. The pulse code modulation process is done in 3 steps, that is sampling, quantization and coding. There are two specific types of pulse code modulation. One is a differential pulse code modulation, another one is adaptive differential pulse code modulation. So pulse code modulation block, here we are having the PAM sampler, then quantizer and the encoder. So the continuous time signal will be converted into the discrete time, then the discrete time signal will be converted to the digital bit stream output signal. To get the pulse code modulated waveform from an analog waveform at the transmitter end, so the source of the communication circuit, the amplitude of the analog signal samples at regular time interval. Here the sampling rate or the number of samples per second in several times the maximum frequency. The message signal is converted into the binary form. This is usually the number of levels, which is always to a power of 2. This process will be called the quantization. So the basic elements of pulse code modulation system. So first block is a transmitter block, second block is a transmission path, then the third block is a receiver block. So now we are going to discuss about these. The above block diagram will be describe the whole process of PCM. The source of the continuous time message signal is passed through the low pass filter, then the sampling, quantization and the encoding will be done. So sampling, this is a process of the measuring the amplitude of the continuous time signal at a discrete instant. This will be convert the continuous signals into the discrete signals. So in this process, the signal strength can be enhanced through the regenerative repeater. So the channel output, this will be mainly include the regenerative repeater circuit to balance the signal loss, renovate the signal, and also this will be increases the signal strength. Then in the decoder function, so the decoder circuit, this will be decode the pulse coded signal to repeat the actual signal. This circuit will be works like a demodulator. Then reconstruction filter. So after the conversion of the digital to analog conversion, this will be done with the help of the decoder and regenerative repeater circuits. Then the low pass filter, this will be used to get the back the original signal. So this is known as the reconstruction filter. So the quiz question is based on the pulse code modulation is the compounding. This will be mainly used in dash technique. Thank you.